What a day. So, we're obviously not in my office right now. I'm actually in New Orleans for the Defend 26 conference, which is awesome. Part of my seminary studies, so I'm really grateful that my seminary is actually partnering with this and doing it. So tonight was the first session. Obviously drove down here from up in Mississippi, where I'm from, down to New Orleans. Got to meet some really great guys. Got to have some pretty good conversations, and I think more good conversations will come of it throughout the week. But I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about some of the stuff, and we only had one session tonight, and we'll have more tomorrow, and we'll be doing this from today is Sunday, January 4th. We'll be doing this all the way to the last session is on Friday, January 9th. So the point of tonight's session was, what is the most important thing in apologetics? And there were lots of different things, and I think we'll probably make some videos based out of this later on. But there were two main things that I wanted to really kind of harness on. And one of them was a quote that, and this is a quote from the speaker, who was Bob Stewart, who kind of started this whole conference. But he said, if Jesus is the most important thing, you will want to have an answer. So the point that he was talking about was, what is the most important thing in apologetics? Well, a lot of people will say Jesus because that's the right answer, but then we focus on the philosophy or the theology or the argumentation or something else, and sometimes we get lost in that, and we forget that the most important thing is that whoever we're talking to knows Christ and knows Christ better. And I think that's a very powerful thing, especially for me. I'm a very intellectual person. I like things to make sense, right? And so when I talk to people about things, it's very easy for me, if I'm not on guard of myself, that I will slip into this mindset of, here's their argument, I'm going to logically deconstruct it. And I think it's important to remember, yet again, the goal of apologetics is evangelism. And that evangelism comes with apologetics, because when you tell people about Christ, questions are going to come. And that's where the apologetic comes in. And of course, it's intrinsically tied to discipleship and theology. I really need to make a video on that, so I may do that sometime this week. And then the second thing that I thought was really interesting, it was a quote. And again, these are not necessarily light bulb moments, but these are very interesting things that it's like, these are things that we need to remember as Christians, as apologists, as theologians, as evangelists. And if you're a Christian, you're saying, well, I'm not an evangelist, I'm not a theologian, I'm not an apologist. Check again. You are. Every Christian is an evangelist. Every Christian should be, is a theologian, whether you want to be or not. And every Christian is an apologist. The question is are you good at those three things? Are you trying at those three things? Or are you not, being passive? Again, that would be another really good video. I should really write these down. But the quote here, and then this kind of ties in with another quote. So the other principle that Dr. Stewart brought up was that you will never win anyone that you don't love, or that they don't know that you love them. And so here's the thing: apologetics is about relationships, not about answers. I've been reading, I actually have it right here. This is a phenomenal book, Expository Apologetics by Voddie Baucham. He's one of my favorite preachers. Unfortunately, he passed away last year. But he talks about this, about it's not about giving you a good answer or being this person who's intellectually domineering in any kind of a argumentative way, or any kind of a, I have prowess in my intellect. And maybe we do, but that's not the point. Like, that needs to come second. The reason why I'm telling you, whoever it is, that I'm engaging in this apologetic with is not to sit here and be proud. It's not about me deconstructing your argument and showing you logically how it's wrong. It's because I actually care about your soul, and I'm concerned. Or I care about your Christian walk. If I'm presenting an apologetic to another Christian, which does happen. In fact, that happens a lot. That I care about you. I care about your Christian walk. I care about your soul. I care about how things develop in your life. And I want you to know that. And I want you to be able to see that in what I tell you or what I present to you, right? Another thing that they said that, again, most of us who've been around at any point in time in any kind of education or having discussions is, it's not my job to tell you what's right and wrong. My job is to present to you information, and this is why I believe that this is true. And then you have to go and make that decision. You have to wrestle with that yourself. I can't make those decisions for you. But those were two main ideas. And again, we'll probably go through these over the next little while and make more detailed videos about kind of my twist on some of what they were saying and kind of playing off a few things there. But this is going to be a wild and raggy ride. It is going to be fun. It's going to be enjoyable. I already have a book review due on Friday on this book exactly. I've got about that much left to read and then write a report on. So that's going to be fun. But I'm going to do some daily updates. I would have done it a little more vlog style, but I think kind of more of a recap is more appropriate. Allows me to kind of focus on what I need to, and then kind of synthesize the information later on. So we'll see you tomorrow.